giving somebody this stage based off of a song and a moment was a fail. They should have never given him that. They set him up to be now online where people are saying this is the worst halftime performance ever.
The halftime show debacle continues. We still have people arguing on the internet about whether or not the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl halftime show was good or not. That brings us to the Rory and Mal podcast, where I heard that Mal was going off on Kendrick over the halftime show. Y'all better like the video. You better subscribe. Let's get it.
Stop talking about the Amazon pop-up show. That has nothing to do with this.
Oh, yes, it does.
No, it does not. It has nothing to do with
just
this.
Copy and paste that.
The bottom line is this. This set list, these are not hit records. When you're talking about the biggest stage in entertainment, you need hit records. Undeniable hit records. Not the songs that we like, because there's some songs on there that we like as a culture. When you put somebody on the Super Bowl halftime stage, you need the songs that people that never even heard of Kendrick remember, like, oh yeah, that's who that is.
Well, I don't want to do that because there were a couple hits in there. So I would say Humble is a hit. DNA is a hit. All the Stars is a hit. Not Like Us is a hit. And TV Off is turning into a hit.
Yeah. Now you telling me it was turning into a hit.
It would be half and half.
Don't tell me it was turning into a hit.
It just came out.
So why perform it?
Because he just did a fucking GNX whole performance. Slipped in DNA, Euphoria, and Humble. So, even though I even put Euphoria within the GNX rollout.
So back to what I'm saying. This Super Bowl performance was predicated and built upon a moment that an artist had in a year. Now that we got the performance, do you feel like the performance lived up to the hype?
With your point of saying Not Like Us was the hype, fuck yeah.
Okay.
He said everything that we didn't think he was going to say. He had Serena Williams crip walking. The fucking choreography was insane. The camera angles were insane. I'm going off your point of saying Not Like Us is what was being anticipated.
The choreography was
that met every expectation.
What choreography was insane, Rory?
First of all, that ain't even the crip walk that she did. Let's get to that. OT Genesis don't approve of that. Let's get to that. Shout out to Zip.
That was dope no matter what, though. That was dope. That was one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, but we know why it was there. It's clearly because of the boy. How y'all not? What y'all not? I gotta say. Fuck it. I say it.
No.
I say it. Fuck it. I say it, man. It's clearly because of you know who, man. Serena Williams, crip walk. Are you serious? I get the Compton ties. She's from Compton. I get that.
Of course.
But is her husband not a colonizer?
As a colonizer, I would say yes.
So where's the consistency in the messaging here?
My shit wasn't
why I gotta be the one? No, shut the fuck up. Cause you niggas is y'all crip walking now. That performance was not it. The only performance worse than that was Pat Mahomes. Let's just be real here. Y'all gonna make me say it like the bad. Y'all was not, that shit was very lackluster. For the moment and the anticipation, cause I'm not gonna lie, I was anticipating it. I'm like, I'm gonna see when he had 75 niggas come out that little GNX, I was like, damn, that's like when David Blaine made the whole audience disappear. How did he do it?
Yeah.
But after that, it was like, I like these songs. I like some of them, but they're not hit. We just watched Usher perform hits last year. Rihanna hits the year before that. The Weeknd hits. Like, these are not hit records. I like some of these records. All of the Stars is my shit. But not at the Super Bowl.
Well, first of all the Stars should definitely be played at the Super Bowl. I think All the Stars deserved, and this is why I said that I feel like he focused.
All of the Stars could be performed at like All-Star Weekend.
No, bro.
When you talking
All
about the
of the
Super
Stars
Bowl?
is one of the biggest. What are you talking about?
Right,
All
so
the Stars is a huge record.
It is a huge record, but you also got to understand audience, Damaris. That's the part you're not factoring in here. When we get all of these fucking videos from the audience just standing there, sitting down, looking at this dude because they don't know who Kendrick is. This is the NFL. This is a predominantly white entertainment sports thing. This is not NBA.
They stood there when Beyonce performed Formation too. The people that are at the Super Bowl is not who you perform for. That's not who Jay-Z is going and grabbing, entertain these billionaire white people.
Yes, I get it. You want to perform for people that are not there so they could tune in and watch it. I get that. But guess what? The numbers dropped. He didn't even do what Usher did.
It's Usher.
This nigga had the hottest shit. Usher hasn't had a year like this in how many years?
Dog.
What are we talking? No. Usher, you know what it is? Usher has a catalog of hit records over the last 25 years.
Kendrick also has a catalog. He didn't perform his catalog.
He don't have the hits, man.
Yes, he
we like some of these songs, but they're not undeniable. Usher has an undeniable catalog.
I'm saying Usher. It dropped 6% down from what Usher did as someone that is just a rapper. My mom,
what does that say?
And all her friends are sitting there for Usher no matter what, because that's Usher. He's been here for 25 years as a pop star. My mom's gonna go to the bathroom during the Kendrick
year that Kendrick had. Factor that in.
But you're not factoring in the audience
Usher never had a year like that. As dope as Usher is, Usher never had a year like this. Not like us shit. Never in his fucking life. I'm older than all of you niggas in here, and I'm telling you, Usher Raymond has never had a year that was this hot. He's never had a moment. He's had a fucking career as a my pop point. Artist. Thank you for finally getting where I'm at. You giving a nigga a fucking stage like that based off of a moment.
And I think that's where we disagree. That Kendrick is valued
Keep
at
it
this
real,
regardless.
man. I like Kendrick. I don't want to sound like I don't like Kendrick. He got shit joints that I like. I'm talking about giving somebody this stage based off of a song and a moment was a fucking fail. They should have never given him that. They set him up to be now online where people are saying this is the worst halftime performance ever.
It was mixed reviews like anything else, man.
Okay, so
it wasn't no mixed reviews when Usher performed.
Yes, there was.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear that shit, man.
There were.
Man, the niggas ain't never seen a nigga roller skate at the halftime show.
Maul got very emotional about this halftime show. I'm still trying to process what I just heard because that man was angry. You know that commercial where they be like, you okay? You need a Snickers? That boy Maul, he need a Drake Snicker right now. I hope Drake can put his Snicker bar right in Maul's mouth and keep him happy because he sounds really upset. First off, I want to piggyback off of what Rory said. The camera angles were phenomenal. That was one thing I forgot to mention when I was talking about the halftime show. I loved how the camera would just zoom into his face at certain moments, or it would zoom out, or it seemed like the camera would kind of like adjust to the beat. I loved that part about the halftime show. Now, I did agree with some of the talk about Serena crip walking. She did look a little hurt. Now, when I first saw her crip walking, I felt bad for Drake immediately. I was like, oh man, this is crazy. But then after the show, kind of washed over me, pause, no diddy, I thought to myself, yeah, her crip walking at the Super Bowl to hurt Drake while she's married, it look a certain way, right? But her husband, he's a Caucasian. I don't think he cares. In my opinion, Serena is his problem now, okay? She ain't the brother's problem no more, all right? We let the colonizer handle that, all right? But let's get to Maul because he keeps talking about hits. Oh, this wasn't a hit. Oh, this wasn't a hit. Bro, I wish somebody would have said Kendrick was trying to send a message. I think the songs he picked were purposeful because his halftime show was trying to speak to a bigger picture than just music. I think he was trying to paint the picture of a lot of things that's going wrong in America. And I think that's why he picked the songs. I think it was Dave Free who put out a statement today and he said it wasn't about hits. And I see a lot of these people who keep trying to have this argument about the halftime show wasn't that good. You keep trying to make it about hits. There was a message. There was symbolism. I don't know why y'all don't get that part. It seems like y'all are purposefully being ignorant to what Kendrick was trying to do. And on the other hand, I don't like Kendrick and his people trying to put out explanations. For the people who got it, they got it. You don't have to come out here and combat everything that anybody is saying about this halftime show. If they didn't get Samuel L. Jackson being Uncle Sam and all that other stuff, because I didn't even hear Ma mention that, then it wasn't for them. It went over their heads. And you got people like Ma sitting up here yelling and screaming, talking about the boy. Get that snicker out your mouth, man. And I'm a Drake fan too. That don't mean I gotta crap on everything Kendrick does just because I like Drake's music too. And this is what I've been trying to tell y'all from the beginning. You got these people who just can never be objective. Then Ma starts talking about the audience. Oh, the audience was sitting there looking bored. They look bored when anybody else perform. The halftime show is for the people at home. It's for the people who gonna watch it on YouTube. It's for that artist's audience, they real audience, not the people who spending thousands of dollars to come to the damn Super Bowl. Those are the people who listen to sports radio in the car. Okay? Stop it. Then you want to do this Usher versus Kendrick. Okay, so I guess the numbers dropped by 6%. 6%, like that's some jaw-dropping number. But Usher is a legacy act. Usher been around since what, 92, 93? My grandma, dog, rest in peace, my grandma. She knew who Usher was. She would watch Usher performances at 70 and 80 years old. What? How are you comparing Kendrick Lamar to Usher? Somebody who's been around for like 3, almost 4 generations of people. Where your grandma know him, your mama know him, your brothers know him, your kids know him. Like what are we talking about? Then this conversation about, oh, it wasn't divisive when Usher did it. Nobody was saying they didn't like it. People had a lot to say about that Usher performance. We talked about him and Alicia Keys for about 3, 4, 5 days. People been talking about Usher all summer. Some people feel like he's being disrespectful by singing to people's girls at the shows. So yeah, it was divisive when Usher did it too. I didn't really get any of Maul's points other than the fact that he seems to be in OVO's pocket. And I did hear him say, oh, I like Kendrick. I feel like he got some joints. I don't want to sound like I don't like Kendrick. But when you start yelling and screaming, talking about they set him up, nobody set him up to have the worst Super Bowl halftime show. He made that choice. That's a creative decision that him and his team made together. And the people who liked it. Okay? So some of y'all just need to relax, all right? And just move on. If you didn't like the halftime show, so be it. Okay? By the way, I'm still sick, so I'm sorry if my voice is cracking a little bit, but we had to talk about this. Let me know what y'all think. Like the video and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.